Do your legs ever feel unusually heavy? By the end of the day? Do you notice a strange tingling in your feet or get jolted awake by painful night cramps? If you're over 60, you might chalk it up to just aging. But what if those symptoms were actually warning signs? Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Peterson. For over 40 years, I've helped older adults across America protect their circulation, regain energy, and stay independent well into their 72nd and 82nd. And one thing I've learned is this: your body always whispers before it screams. You see, poor circulation often begins quietly. A bit of cold in your toes, a small bruise that takes too long to heal, or a numb sensation in your calves that comes and goes. But what most people don't realize is this: these aren't harmless quirks. They're red flags, silent signals that your blood isn't flowing the way it should. And if ignored, they could lead to something far worse, like deep vein thrombosis, stroke, or even heart failure. The good news: there's still time to act. In today's video, I'll walk you through the 5 early warning signs that your circulation may be struggling. And then I'll reveal 4 powerful vitamins backed by science that can help support blood flow, dissolve dangerous clots, and protect your heart and brain. So, if you've ever worried about swelling, numbness, cramps, or cold feet, don't brush it off. Because protecting your circulation isn't just about comfort. It's about preserving your freedom. The freedom to move, to walk, to live independently for years to come. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Boost Senior Health for weekly videos that empower you to take charge of your body, your energy, and your future. Now, let's dive in. Let's begin with one of the most sign number 1, skin discoloration, the silent alarm. Overlooked but most telling early signs of poor circulation: skin discoloration. Now, you might think a pale patch or a bluish tint on your legs is harmless. Maybe you just sat too long or bumped into something. But in many seniors, those subtle changes are your body's way of saying something's wrong. You see, healthy circulation brings oxygen-rich blood to every cell in your body, including the skin. When that flow slows down, oxygen can't reach your lower limbs properly. And without enough oxygen, the skin begins to change color. It might look pale, almost gray, or you may see bluish or purple blotches, especially around the ankles or toes. In more severe cases, the skin can appear darkened or bruised, even without injury. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's a clinical warning sign that your blood vessels are under stress. And when blood doesn't flow well, your skin isn't the only thing at risk. You might also notice that cuts or scrapes on your legs take longer to heal. That's because the body needs proper blood flow to deliver nutrients and immune cells to the site of injury. Poor circulation delays this process, raising the risk of infection, ulcers, or in rare cases, tissue death for seniors. This can mean a slow and quiet progression towards serious vascular disease or dangerous blood clots unless you catch the signs early. So, if you've noticed your feet or legs looking oddly pale, bluish, or unusually dark, or if your skin feels colder than the rest of your body, don't dismiss it as just aging. It could be your body's first silent alarm. And the earlier you respond, the better your chance to protect your circulation and your sign number 2, leg cramps during walking or at night, the oxygen cry. Independence. Now, let's talk about something many seniors experience, but often brush off: leg cramps, especially those that strike during walking or jolt you awake in the middle of the night. We've all had muscle cramps before, but when they happen again and again, especially in your calves, thighs, or feet, they may be more than a passing annoyance. They could be your muscles crying out for help, for oxygen. Here's what's happening. When you walk or exercise, your leg muscles demand more oxygen. But if your arteries are narrowed or partially blocked, often due to aging or plaque buildup, your body struggles to deliver enough blood to meet that demand. The result: sudden, sharp cramps that force you to stop walking or shift positions. This condition is known as intermittent claudication, and it's one of the classic signs of peripheral artery disease, PAD, a serious circulation issue that increases the risk of blood clots, stroke, and even limb loss if left untreated. But what about those nighttime cramps? Waking up to searing pain in your calves while you're at rest is often a sign That circulation is poor, even when your body isn't moving. That's an even more dangerous red flag because it shows your blood flow is compromised all the time, not just during exertion. Many seniors blame dehydration, aging, or overexertion, but recurring cramps, especially predictable ones, often point to vascular insufficiency. So, if your legs regularly cramp up while walking, or if nighttime spasms are robbing you of sleep, your muscles may be gasping for oxygen, and your circulatory system may be the one that's struggling. Don't ignore the cry. It's your body asking you to listen before the damage becomes permanent. Sometimes the most alarming sign number 3, tingling and numbness, the nerve's SOS signal. Signs are the ones we ignore because they feel so minor. Tingling, numbness, a pins and needle sensation in your legs or feet. You might shake it off, stretch a little, or change how you're sitting, and maybe it goes away for a while. But when that strange sensation keeps coming back, especially in your toes, calves, or the bottoms of your feet, it's time to pay closer attention because this isn't just a nerve issue. It's a circulation problem. Your nerves are incredibly sensitive. They rely on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through your blood vessels. When blood flow is reduced due to aging, arteries, plaque buildup or inflammation, your nerves don't get what they need and they start to signal distress. This is what doctors call peripheral neuropathy, and it often begins subtly. A bit of tingling here, a little numbness there, but over time it can progress to weakness in the legs, poor balance, slower reflexes, and an increased risk of falls. For seniors, this isn't just inconvenient, it can rob you of your confidence to walk, move, or even stand without help. And once nerve damage becomes advanced, it's often irreversible. That's why it's so important to catch these early warning signs. Because when your nerves go quiet, it's not a sign of peace. It's a sign they're losing function. So, if your legs or feet frequently feel asleep, if you experience tingling without pressure or numbness that lingers long after you've moved, it's not just how you slept. It may be your nerve sending an SOS signal telling you that blood flow is falling short. And the sooner you answer that call, the better chance you have to protect both your nerves and your independence. You've probably heard the phrase cold. Sign number 4, cold feet, the chilling clue you shouldn't ignore. Feet as a figure of speech. But for seniors, cold feet are more than just a feeling. They're a red flag for circulation problems. Think about it. Your blood carries warmth from your core to every part of your body. So, if your feet feel cold even when the room is warm or you're wrapped in blankets, it may not be the temperature that's the problem. It may be your blood flow. Here's why. The feet are the farthest point from your heart. That means they're usually the first place to suffer when circulation slows down and when arteries become narrowed or stiff with age. Blood can't travel efficiently to the extremities. The result, chronic coldness, especially in the toes and soles. You might even feel a numb icy sensation or notice that your feet take forever to warm up after sitting still. While many seniors chalk this up to aging, the truth is more serious. Cold feet are often an early sign of peripheral artery disease, PAD, a condition that reduces blood flow to the legs and increases the risk of ulcers, infections, and even amputations in severe cases. Worse yet, cold feet at rest may suggest that circulation is impaired even when you're not moving. This means your body may be struggling 24/7 to meet its basic needs. That's why cold feet should never be ignored. They're not just uncomfortable, they're a chilling clue. Your body's way of saying, my blood isn't getting where it needs to go. So, if your feet feel cold more often than not, even when your hands and arms are warm, take it seriously. It could be a sign that your circulatory system needs support before bigger problems set in. Sign number 5, varicose and spider veins, more than a cosmetic issue. When you look at your legs, do you notice bulging, twisted veins, or web-like purple lines just beneath the skin? Most people assume these are purely cosmetic concerns, but the truth is varicose and spider veins are signs of poor circulation, and they could be warning you of something far more serious beneath the surface. Here's what's really happening inside your veins. Healthy veins use one-way valves to push blood back toward your heart. But when those valves weaken or fail, blood starts to pull and flow backward. especially in the lower legs. This extra pressure causes the veins to stretch, swell, and become visible. What you see on the outside, dark ropey veins or spiderweb patterns, are symptoms of a deeper issue called venous insufficiency. This condition isn't just about appearance. It can lead to heaviness and aching in the legs, swelling, especially after sitting or standing, skin discoloration, and over time serious complications like blood clots, ulcers, or deep vein thrombosis, DVT. For seniors, this isn't something to ignore because weakened veins don't just affect how your legs look, they affect how your blood flows and how your body handles pressure, inflammation, and recovery. If you notice spider veins forming on your calves, or if your varicose veins are growing more prominent or painful, don't just cover them up with long pants. Listen to what your body is trying to tell you. Because varicose and spider veins aren't just skin deep, they are early warning signs that your circulatory system is under strain. And by acting early, you can take steps to improve your vein health, protect your mobility, and avoid serious transition. What can you do to improve circulation? Complications down the line. Now that you know the 5 silent warnings your body might be sending you, what can you actually do about it? The good news is, you don't need complicated treatments or expensive prescriptions to start improving your circulation. In fact, nature has already provided powerful tools, simple nutrients that can help your blood flow more freely, dissolve clots before they become dangerous, and protect your arteries from long-term damage. Let's take a closer look at 4 essential vitamins that every senior should consider adding to their daily routine, starting with one that's been nicknamed the vessel expander. When it comes to improving circulation, few nutrients are as effective or as overlooked as vitamin B3. Vitamin number 1, vitamin B3, niacin, the vessel expander. Also known as niacin. Doctors often refer to it as the vessel expander. And for good reason. Niacin plays a key role in helping your blood vessels relax and widen, a process called vasodilation. And when your vessels expand, blood can move more freely, bringing oxygen and nutrients exactly where they're needed, especially in your legs, feet, heart, and brain. But that's just the beginning. Niacin doesn't just help your blood move, it also supports heart health by reducing LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and increasing HDL cholesterol, the good kind. That means your arteries stay clearer, your heart pumps easier, and the risk of clots forming in tight, inflamed vessels goes down. So, where can you find this powerhouse vitamin? Luckily, niacin is found in many everyday foods such as skinless chicken breast, eggs, salmon, and tuna, almonds, and fortified whole grains. These aren't exotic superfoods. They're simple, nourishing staples that fit easily into any senior's diet. Some people take niacin supplements, but be cautious. High doses can cause a harmless but uncomfortable effect called the niacin flush, a warm red tingling sensation on the skin. It's not dangerous, but it can be unpleasant. That's why getting niacin through food is not only safer, it's also more effective in the long term. If you want to improve your circulation naturally, reduce cholesterol, and support your heart, vitamin B3 is a smart place to start, because sometimes the best medicine is already sitting on your plate. Most people think of vitamin C as the immune vitamin, the one you. Vitamin number 2, vitamin C, the vessel protector. Take when you feel a cold coming on. But what many don't realize is that vitamin C is also one of your blood vessels' best defenders. Think of your arteries and veins like flexible garden hoses. They need structure, strength, and elasticity to keep blood flowing smoothly. And vitamin C plays a key role by supporting the production of collagen, a protein that keeps vessel walls strong and resilient. Without enough collagen, your blood vessels can weaken, stretch, or become damaged more easily. This can lead to bruising, leaking, and long-term issues like varicose veins or even aneurysms. But vitamin C doesn't stop there. It also acts as a powerful antioxidant, helping to protect your vessels from oxidative stress, one of the root causes of plaque buildup and inflammation inside the arteries. By neutralizing harmful free radicals, vitamin C helps get your circulation clear, smooth, and protected. In other words, this vitamin does double duty. It strengthens vessel walls and prevents the damage that leads to clot formation. So where can you get this vessel protector? Some of the best natural sources include citrus fruits like oranges and lemons, kiss, guava, and strawberries, bell peppers, broccoli, and spinach. Vitamin C is sensitive to heat and air, so try to eat these foods raw or lightly cooked to preserve their power. And here's the best part. These foods aren't just good for your arteries. They're delicious, refreshing, and easy to add to smoothies, salads, or snacks. By making vitamin C a regular part of your diet, you're not just boosting your immunity, you're building stronger vessels from the inside out. When most people think about vitamin number 3, vitamin K, the calcium regulator, circulation, they rarely think about calcium. But here's the surprising truth. Too much calcium in the wrong place can harden your arteries and quietly increase your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and blood clots. That's where vitamin K comes in. Often called the calcium regulator, vitamin K helps guide calcium out of your blood vessels and into your bones where it belongs. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can start depositing inside your arteries over time. This makes them stiff, narrow, and more prone to rupture or blockage. The result? Higher blood pressure, poor circulation to your legs and brain, and an increased chance of developing peripheral artery disease, PA, or serious clot-related conditions. Vitamin K also plays a key role in blood clotting, but not in the way most people think. It doesn't make your blood too thick. Instead, it helps your body clot when needed, like after a cut, while also preventing dangerous clotting inside the arteries. So, how can you get more of this vital vitamin? The best sources are dark leafy greens, like kale, spinach, broccoli, arugula, and even kiwi, which adds an antioxidant bonus. One delicious and easy way to add more vitamin K to your day: a green smoothie. Just blend spinach, kiwi, and some almond milk for a heart-friendly boost. Important note: if you're taking blood thinners like Warerin, talk to your doctor before changing your vitamin K intake. Sudden increases can affect how your medication works. But for most seniors, getting more vitamin K through food is a powerful way to protect circulation and keep your arteries flexible and strong where it matters most. We've talked about expanding blood vitamin number 4, vitamin E, the antioxidant defender vessels, protecting vessel walls, and regulating calcium. Now, let's focus on one more essential step in supporting healthy circulation, fighting oxidative stress. And for that, one vitamin stands out: vitamin E, often called the antioxidant defender. Vitamin E helps shield your blood vessels from damage caused by free radicals, unstable molecules that can build up with age, stress, boredom, or pollution. Over time, these free radicals can inflame the lining of your arteries, damage the walls of your blood vessels, and accelerate plaque buildup. This not only restricts blood flow but increases your risk of blood clots, stroke, and heart disease. Vitamin E acts like a protective force field, neutralizing free radicals before they can do harm. It also helps your body produce nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and keeps your arteries flexible, essential for maintaining smooth circulation. The result: better blood flow, lower blood pressure, reduced inflammation, and a lower risk of clot formation. So, where can you find this powerful defender? Top food sources of vitamin E include avocados, especially the darker green part, extra virgin olive oil, sunflower, and pumpkin seeds, spinach, almonds. These foods don't just support heart health, they also taste great and fit easily into your daily meals. Caution: while vitamin E supplements are widely available, high doses from pills can increase the risk of bleeding, especially for those on blood thinners. That's why whole food sources are the safer, smarter choice. By making vitamin E a regular part of your diet, you're doing more than boosting circulation. You're giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong, resilient, and protected from within. As we age, final thoughts and action plan: reclaim your circulation, reclaim your life. Circulation problems don't just affect our legs. They affect everything: our heart, our brain, our strength or balance, even our independence. What begins as cold feet, mild cramps, or a strange tingling sensation, can be the body's quiet way of saying, "Help me." before it's too late. If ignored, these subtle signs can grow into something far more dangerous. Blood clots, strokes, heart attacks, or permanent nerve damage. That steals your ability to move freely. But here's the good news. You are not powerless. Your body is always giving you feedback. And when you learn to listen and take small, consistent steps, you can reclaim control over your health. So, where do you start? Pay attention to early symptoms. Don't ignore cramps, numbness, or cold feet. Add circulation-supporting foods to your day. Start your morning with a green smoothie rich in vitamin C and K. Swap sugary snacks for almonds or sunflower seeds rich in vitamin E. Add a serving of leafy greens or wild-caught salmon to your dinner for natural niacin. Talk to your doctor, especially if you're on blood thinners or already dealing with PAD or high blood pressure. The right guidance ensures your efforts are safe and effective, because protecting your circulation isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about preserving the freedom to walk, to move, and to live life fully on your own terms. So, if this video helped you understand your body just a little better, like this video, subscribe to Boost Senior Health, and leave a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. Let's build a stronger, more informed community together.